Hi, everyone. I am Rene Brent from Rene Brent Hypnosis. I'm a hypnotherapist and a registered nurse for 30 years now. Wow, long time. And I love mixing science, neuroplasticity, the science of the mind and body, with hypnotherapy and connecting to the subconscious mind. That's what my specialty is. In my private practice, I'm here in my office in Maitland, and I specialize anxiety, addiction, and stress reduction. So you can imagine that I'm pretty much in my comfort zone right now with people. And I'm happy to help. I know a few of you thanked me. It's my pleasure. I really feel like I've been building up my skill base to be able to help you and the world and whatever they need. So please feel free to contact me privately if you have any questions. Go to YouTube, Rene Brent Hypnosis, if you want further information or techniques. Today, we call this Relax and Meditation. And I have a question for you. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Right? Relax and meditation. But ask yourself a question. I'm about the big butts. You know, I wrote a book called How Big Is Your Butt? And I'm writing another one right now about worry. It's called Breaking the Worry Agreement. I'm trying to get that out ASAP because I know a lot of us need that right now, right? Because we're worrying about a future that we can't even conceive right now. But B-U-T is what blocks us subconsciously. Like, I want to make changes, but. So ask yourself right now, I want to relax my mind and my body and stop those racing thoughts, but. Just close your eyes if you want and just ask yourself that question and see what comes up. You might be surprised. Right? Some of it is, I can't relax, I got too much to do, right? If I'm not stressed about it, then it means I don't care. This is some of the things that come across people. But that thing that you heard after that is really your subconscious mind talking to you about what's blocking you from really relaxing and moving through this. There is no doubt that what we're all going through completely sucks. It sucks for the world. It sucks for the people who are dying from COVID-19. And it sucks for people who are financially struggling. And it sucks to kind of be in your home, trapped in your home for a while. No doubt about it. And I am not telling everyone that you need to relax and meditate and make it zen and learn a new language and all of this. There's way too much productivity guilt going on around. And I don't know about you, but I have days when I just want to zone out. This weekend was one of them. Sunday, I was supposed to write a chapter in my book, and I checked in with myself in the morning and I said, nope, not happening. I was having a low energy day. And I just watched Netflix and munched on popcorn. And I wasn't guilty about it. I just let it happen. I just leaned into it instead of trying to shift it. And I wanted to just move into neutral that day. And I gave myself another day to write. And I blocked some more time to write. And so it's really about connecting to yourself in a new way, understanding what your day is like, and then moving into neutral. No one is going to feel happy about what's going on right now. Again, if you have any questions or any feedback, please just write it in. I'd be happy to address anything that you're struggling with today. And Carol, please, you can unmute yourself if you have questions, or if you miss a question, go ahead and do that. So it's really about going into neutral. And we're going to get to a relaxation and a meditation today, but I want to help you understand why you may not be able to do that. And why your subconscious mind is probably screaming at you right now. And I was talking to Carol about this before you guys all entered the room, is that most of us base our life and how we function in the world on noise and chaos. Who can agree with that? Right? The quiet of what's going on in the world, the stillness of the energy, the quietness in not going out and being in our own thoughts can be very challenging if you haven't prepared or have a toolbox to be able to manage that. Because now the thoughts are spinning and you're trying to create some sense of something that's really difficult to make sense of. I call this the tsunami of fear. It doesn't matter. A tsunami starts when there's some kind of unsettling underneath the ground in the ocean. And now it just takes off on its own. It doesn't matter where this virus came from. It doesn't matter if you believe in isolation or you don't believe in isolation. It doesn't matter if you believe if China told the truth or didn't. It doesn't matter, because it came, and it came at us fast. Now we're in this tsunami, and a lot of the tsunami is fear. We're afraid. We're afraid of all the mixed messages. We're afraid of what's going on financially for the world. And media feeds into that fear. So you cannot stop a tsunami. All you can do is get to higher ground. Get to higher ground and be the observer of your reaction, to be observer of the news, right? By the way, minimize, it's like every time you listen to the news, you're injecting that kind of fear. And I know you've heard it before, but it's so important to be mindful of your reaction. If you're someone that enjoys and gets calmer when you listen to the noise, of the news, good, fine. But if you feel yourself tightening up, right, when you're listening to the news or you're on social media and you're listening to all different kinds of stuff that's out there about it, then you have to minimize that. One way you know that you're not the observer of the fear is by your body. Now, the subconscious mind, as a specialist of the subconscious mind, I understand that it's always talking to you, but we just don't know how to listen. And one way the subconscious mind speaks to us is it gives us messages in our physical body. How your body is responding is an indication of what's going on subconsciously. It gives you a warning sign. So just think about when you're feeling fear, or when you think about COVID, or you're thinking about some financial stresses that you're anticipating, just close your eyes if you want. I'm going to have you open and close. The reason I have you close your eyes is because it's easier to associate with it within, so you can start listening to your truth about what's going on for you. So if you close your eyes and just think about COVID or something that's stressing you out right now, where are you feeling that in your body? Carol, you can unmute. I'll talk to you. Carol, where are you feeling that in your body when you're thinking about COVID or the things you've been through in the last month or 6 weeks or so?
Right in through here.
In your shoulders, right? Mm-hmm. Some of you, and it probably, does it feel tight? Does it feel heavy? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Some of you might feel it in your chest. Some of you might feel it in your stomach, your head, your back. This is what we call in my world the felt sense, feeling the sensation of emotion, energy and motion, right? Because we have thoughts, we may not even be aware of them, by the way. They're running on our own, that create chemistry in your body. That chemistry makes it a feeling. And then it's translated in your physical body. Then when you feel that feeling in your shoulders, Carol, or you guys feel it in your stomach, right? This is why we have works like gut-wrenching, words, gut-wrenching, sick to my stomach, heartbroken, right? The world is on my shoulders. It's because this is a physical sensation that is an emotional connection. Does that make sense to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that feeling that you're feeling in your shoulders, Carol, is a warning sign. As soon as you feel that, you probably have another thought. Oh my God, I'm so stressed. And then you start thinking about what you're stressed on. Then you have more chemistry. Then you have it in your body. And now you're in what's called the mind melt merry-go-round. And you're spinning in these thoughts, and you're spinning in the chemistry, and you're spinning in the physical sensation that are sending a warning sign to you. Warning, 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 right? If we learn to pay attention to the warning signs, then we can quiet everything down and learn to go into neutral. And that's all we can ask ourselves right now, is to go into neutral and find a space where we can get above and be the observer. So how do we do that? And by the way, that chemistry that you're feeling in your gut or your thing, it only lasts, how long do you think it lasts, Carol?
Not very long.
No, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So if you're having an emotion or a sensation that lasts longer than 10 seconds, guess what? You're putting logs on the fire. The good news about that, if you're the one putting the logs on the fire, then you're the one that can disconnect it. I don't know if you've ever seen where they have matches that are next to each other and spinning, and then they remove a match and the fire goes out. It's because if it's a great visual. They've been using it for COVID actually, because if you remove yourself from the COVID, you know, you're out of it. But you can also do that for emotion. If you pull yourself out and go into neutral, then the fire starts slowing down. So I love to give techniques. I won't just talk today. I want to give you real techniques that you can use to slow things down, to relax and go into neutral. And one of them is when you feel that warning sign, right? You have to pay attention to the warning sign. I promise you, if you listen to your physical body and the message it's giving you, you will listen to your subconscious mind. And when you pay attention to your subconscious mind, it starts behaving. Because if you don't, it's like the toddler you ignore and target, and they're pulling on you and they're pulling on you, and you're ignoring them because you're looking at this and that. If you don't pay attention to a toddler in a Target or wherever you are, it's going to have a tantrum on the floor. Would we all agree with that? Right. All you have to do is say, hi, and it slows down. It's like, okay, this is your subconscious mind. So learn to listen. How do we do that? So I'm going to teach you all right now. So close your eyes again if you want, if you feel comfortable with that. Reconnect. Carol, you might connect to that feeling in your shoulders. I feel it in my stomach. And it's usually a contraction. It's tight, it's heavy, it's nausea, right? If it's in your stomach, it's either nausea, and that's why people who get stressed lose weight, or if you're stressed, it can feel like you're starving. So if it's in your stomach and you feel like you can't eat enough food right now, it's because of this felt sense. You do not need food. You need to pay attention to your subconscious mind. So eyes closed, take a breath in. Exhale. Go to that place where you're thinking about it. Stress, what's happening with you. Whew, probably not hard to get to. Feel where you're feeling. I want you to just put your hand where you feel it. Carol, you put your hand if you're feeling it in your shoulders, right? And your stomach, your chest, wherever it is. Now, this sounds corny, but I want you to just send that sensation that you're feeling. I want you to send it love and acceptance. It's all you have to do. Take a breath in, eyes closed, put your hand there and send it love and acceptance. Now something interesting might be happening. It may be moving, it may be getting smaller. If it moves, you move with it. If it moves, and it often does, it means, and this is how you know it's energy, sending it love and acceptance. Take another breath in and exhale. Excellent. This is called release to peace. This is a technique that I taught. It's a way to happen. Carol, I saw Jill there. How did that feel? What happened for you?
Relaxed. Definitely, I became more relaxed.
Did it release? Did the tension release? Yeah. Okay. All you did was listen to the toddler. That's all you did was say, I love and accept you. You don't have to know why it's there. You don't have to process what you're going through. You don't have to process the stress. All you have to do is learn to listen to the sensation. By listening to the sensation, you're actually acknowledging the emotion that's showing up. You don't have to know why. There's 3 things you can do with emotion. You could shove it down and it pops up somewhere else, and I guarantee you it's amplified, right? It doesn't work. The other thing is when it pops up, I call that crying in aisle 3 or screaming on aisle I4, right? It pops up. Road rage is about suppressed emotion. Nobody gets out with a bat and beats somebody up because they cut in front of them. It doesn't make sense, right? It's because it's suppressed. The other one is learn to allow. When you learn to allow emotion, be the observer of your feelings without being caught up in them, then you can go to neutral. All it takes is for you to acknowledge, breathe through it, right? And it slows down. That's all you can expect from yourself right now. That's a form of relaxation. Nobody is going to go into Zen and life is so good right now. It's hard to do that on a regular life. It's very hard to do right now. So just be nice to yourself, accept where you are, and lean into the emotion. Don't suppress it. When you suppress it, it grows and then all hell breaks loose. So just allow, and then you're eating or you're over drinking or you're screaming at your pet or you're your family, and you don't even know why, right? The other thing that I want to encourage you to do is simply breathe. I have a chapter in my book, How Big Is Your Butt, called Breathe or It Can Make You Blue. When we want, as human beings, to suppress emotions, we hold our breath because it's fight, flight, or freeze. We want to pretend like we're that animal, like if we're quiet and we're not breathing, that the predator will go away. Well, it's not going to go away. So we have to breathe through this. If you remember anything from today, please remember to breathe. Why are you breathing? It's because there's a vagal nerve that comes from cranial nerve number 10 that comes down your cranium through here, down through your heart, which is your second brain, and through your gut, which is your third brain. Why do I say a brain? It's because there's neurons there, the neuron clusters like in our brain. So we have 3 brains really, which is the brain, the heart, and the gut. It connects all of them. Now, if it's here and you're holding your breath, what are you doing to that vagus nerve? You're tightening it up. You're tightening it. So you're sending a physical message saying, danger, tight, and it activates your nervous system that's saying, fight or flight. We need to be in survival. Just by tensing and suppressing. But if you breathe in, slow exhale. Let's do that now. I'm going to teach you a technique. I want you all to put your finger right here. Just put your finger there and see if you're tense right here in your jaw. If you're tense right there, you know you're holding on to contraction. And by tightening it here, you're tightening up that vagus nerve. And you're sending a signal, whether you want to or not, that we are in danger. We need to be fight or flight and be hyper aware, which is setting all this chemistry of alertness and awareness, and it's suppressing calm, creativity, all these things. So here, I want you all to just go ahead and close your eyes if you want. Oh, it's okay to touch your face. It's all right. Don't do it after you've been touching. Everybody's hands are washed, right? Thanks, Lynn. So just right here and relax your jaw. So if you relax your jaw, you're actually relaxing the vagus nerve. Now, something else I want you to do is relax your tongue. This sounds a little weird, not what you're used to doing, but when you relax your tongue, you're actually slowing down the language centers in your brain. Therefore, you're slowing down the spinning thoughts and the message centers. So if you find that you're spinning in thoughts and what ifs and could haves and worries, relax your tongue, relax your jaw, and now you're going to breathe in, full breath in, slow, long exhale, all the way to the bottom of the breath. You can remove your finger if you want to. Relax your tongue, your jaw. Breathe and exhale. Now notice what's happening with your body. You probably feel a relaxation. This is called the alpha sequence. What you're doing is literally slowing down your brain waves into a light meditative state. That's all it takes. Meditation is just a change in a brain wave. You can have thoughts moving, but everything's slowing down. Breathe in, long, slow exhales to the bottom of your breath. And notice, even if you're going to neutral, even if you're quieting things down, you're quieting things down and you feel more relaxed because you're shifting the chemistry. We're all in a fight for chemistry. That's all this is. You have to be in charge. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, if you're finding you relaxed, I love to do something, my favorite place. I'm going to take you to my favorite place ever, which is imagine you're looking up into your mind's eye, into that darkness. I call the velvety darkness. So just as your eyes are closed and you're looking up into that space, expand into that space in front of you. By relaxing your tongue, your jaw, breathing, open to that space. Imagine that you could see it beside you, above you, and below you. Just expand and allow. Relaxing your tongue and your jaw. Everything should be slowing down now. I love to look above and below like I'm floating. In this space, there's no body, there's no past, there's no future. It's just permission just to be present. If your mind is spinning, it's okay, relax. You're retraining your brain now. It's used to trying to grab for something. It's okay just to be a human being, not a human doing. And just be. And if you want clarity, if you want to understand how to move forward and create solutions, this is the space you need to be in. It doesn't take much to get here. This is where you can ask yourself, what's my next small step? As you breathe, relax your tongue and your jaw and just be present. Excellent. This is you being your own hypnotist. You've all just changed your brain waves. As you've changed your brain waves, you changed your chemistry that you're experiencing. Now from this space, if you could turn to this anytime, I have to tell you, I spent a lot of time there, especially recently. The collective energy of all that we're going through is very harsh. And you're the only one that can slow things down. If you're yawning, that's okay. That's a release of energy. People yawn in my room all the time and I never take it personal. I take it as a compliment. It's your releasing energy. Breathe. Now from this space, I'm going to teach you how to be the observer so you don't get swept away by all your thoughts and your emotions and your physical sensations. Some of you may be experiencing physical challenges right now. It's just the chemistry that's spinning. So from there, I want you to imagine that you can sit between your two physical eyes. This is called the seat of the observer, and look down like you're on a bridge. And I want you to just look down and observe your physical sensations. Maybe it's the rise and fall of your breath. Maybe it's your hands in your lap or your face against the chair. Just observe. Now these can be positive, negative, or neutral. Relaxing your tongue, relaxing your jaw, breathing as you're the observer. This is called the seat of the observer. This will allow you to get to higher ground away from the tsunami. We can't control the tsunami, but you can be the observer and get to higher, safer ground. So observe your physical sensations. If you have aches or pain or any chronic challenges or chronic discomfort, I don't use the word pain. It's harsh to the subconscious. Call it discomfort. Observe that, and as you observe it, it will slow down. Again and again and again. Now, observe your thoughts. You may have thoughts now. Observe your thoughts. As you're observing your thoughts, they could be positive and negative or neutral. They may be, this girl's crazy, or wow, this is interesting, or yeah, not so much. But just be the observer of all of that. No judgment. Just be present. Seat of the observer, observing your thoughts. This can be challenging when you first start to do it. It's okay. They can be positive, negative, or neutral. And now I want you to be the observer of your emotions. Observe frustration, curiosity. I want to encourage all of you to move to curiosity about yourself and how you're managing this COVID, about the world, about our government. Be curious and be the observer without being swept away by it. Because when you're above it and you're observing, this is where you can find solutions. This is when you're making the decision of how you want to feel and be through this. It feels much safer to go into neutral and be the driver. Be in the driver's seat here. Observe. Good. And when you're ready, you guys can open your eyes back here. Good. I'd love to have some feedback. Was that hard? Was that easy? Did you find that you relaxed? You can start us off, Carol. What was that like for you?
I was trying, as you know, I spoke to you earlier. It's hard for me to do that. It's hard for me because I'm listening. Does this make sense? I'm listening to you. So it's harder for me to go off into my own thoughts.
Yeah.
What I was relating it to is often I don't drive as much anymore, but if I'm driving for a distance, that's when I, obviously without my eyes closed, but literally sometimes it could feel like, oh God, where did that 15 minutes go? Or, and I'm kind of in my head doing what you're talking about, but not with my eyes closed. Does that make sense?
It does. We naturally go into an alpha. When we're in a meditative state, we're in an alpha or a theta brainwave. And this is the slowing down. Meditation and hypnosis are the same. Hypnosis or hypnotherapy is just meditation with a goal. We're working on something, right? So it's just a change in a brainwave. Underneath that brainwave is sleep, by the way, is delta brainwave. So I love when I go speak publicly through the country, I ask people, how many of you feel like you've ever been in hypnosis? I can ask you guys that. How many of you think you've ever been in hypnosis? Usually around a third of the crowd. But I tell them, and I'm telling you, every time you go down into sleep, you are in a hypnotic state. That feeling when your arms are relaxed and your eyes are closed, but you could still hear what's going on in the house, or you have awarenesses, this is you in a meditative state. That's all it feels like. The conscious and subconscious mind is like a teeter-totter. When you're elevated and your subconscious is open, you're in an alpha or light alpha. When you're driving, you're in an alpha brainwave. And that's when we have a time lapse, right? So every night when you're going to sleep, you're going through that state. When you're going to sleep, if you're having a hard time staying asleep at night, many people are waking up around 2 or 3 in the morning, right? Ask yourself before you go to sleep, when you're in that natural hypnotic state, listen, subconscious mind, please let me sleep through the night. We can find solutions while we sleep. And in the morning, I want to feel refreshed and I want to feel calm and neutral. You can program. I, as a hypnotherapist, do not make people go into hypnosis. I just guide you. You have to do it. I can't change your brainwave. I can't do this. So you have to just do it again and again. Right now you're listening, right, Carol, because you're you're the monitoring this. So your mind's a little busy about timing, and I understand that. But if you do it again and again and again, and you tell yourself with this alpha sequence, this is called the alpha sequence, you relax your tongue, your jaw, and you breathe, you will go into a relaxed state. Yeah.
I know that the first place it's funny when you asked me before, I didn't think about it, but that is the first place, like I'll find myself clenching my jaw and everything, and I'll have to go, oh my God, you need to chill. So I think I do that a lot.
There's a lot of jaw clenching going on, and you're sending a signal, fight or flight. We want to do more than survive. I'm doing something called strive to thrive, right? We don't want to just survive. It's not enough for us, especially the longevity of what's going on. And I think this last week or two or a month, whatever we're going to go through, is going to be hard for people because you've used up your reserves if you haven't learned to manage. The chemistry is overwhelmed. Lynn said she found it very yoga, or it is, because in yoga, you're slowing down your brain waves. It's very much like that. Savasana is all about being in the alpha wave, brainwave, for sure. So when you're going through your day, if you just notice the jaw clenching, you relax your tongue, your jaw, and you breathe and relax that vagal nerve, you're less chemistry, less aches and pain, less cravings for food, alcohol, whatever people are doing, online shopping, because that overing of anything is just a symptom to try and help you manage the elevation that you're feeling through the day. If you quiet that down again and again and again, you're going to have less symptoms, right? You're going to be, your subconscious mind, the toddler, right, is saying, oh, they're listening. Oh, we're relaxing. Oh, good chemistry. You do that again and again and again through the day. You're going to sleep better. You're going to feel more connected to your family. It's really about just slowing things down, right? And going into neutral. Be the observer. The seat of the observer is difficult in the beginning because it's like, what am I doing? I'm on a bridge and I'm looking down. Do it anyway. The brain maps out stress or fear or overwhelm above us. Because when we're little, everything is above us. So our brain maps information. So if it's above us, if you imagine getting above it, now you remapped your brain. Now you're literally shifting the way you're receiving that communication with your brain. Does that make sense to everybody? If not,
if anyone wants to
know.
unmute themselves and talk,
please.
as long as it's one at a time, please, you should be able to unmute yourself.
So far, I taught you release the peace, pay attention to your physical body. If you start listening to your body, your subconscious mind is going to settle down. And then when you do want to meditate or do relaxation, it's going to be easier for you. The other thing I taught you was how to put yourself into a hypnotic state. By the way, every morning when you're coming out of state and you don't want to open your eyes and you're like, oh God, I have to be with my family one more day, right? So it's like, whatever your thoughts are, before you open your eyes when you're in that relaxed state, you're in a hypnosis. So use it, program yourself. Say, listen, today I want to spend most of the day eating healthy, or I want to feel calm, or I just want to stay neutral. Whatever you need in that day, you have to be the one in charge of programming it. Because if you don't, you put your feet on the ground and you're in an emotional Groundhog's Day. It really is going to feel overwhelming. If I can say anything to you, you have to be in charge of what's going on under here, what's looping under here. And you can do it. I just taught you some great techniques. Release the peace, breathing, alpha sequence, being the observer. All right. Anything else? Any feedback about that?
Does anyone want to?
Judy, go ahead. How'd that feel for you? I saw you with your eyes closed. You can unmute, left corner. Yeah.
It was wonderful. I was just sleeping. It was wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. You see, it didn't take long. I just did that for about 3 minutes. But the chemistry you feel right now, right? I could see it. When we first started, Judy, there was some tension. You were like, how do I do this? What's going on? Your body posture, your breath changed as I was watching you in my screen. That's chemistry. That's all we need to do is pay attention to the toddler. We got this. You know, like you distract a toddler and they're off. They were screaming about the goldfish that they didn't get to eat. And you got them playing this game over here and it's all good, right? So just distract, be the observer, and listen to your physical body. Anyone else have any other thing?
Marcy, did you unmuted, Marcy?
It really relaxed me. I've gone to before from Spark, and I remember doing it there, and I feel the same way. I just feel like I get so relaxed.
Good, excellent.
Yeah,
That's
it's awesome.
Chemistry. That's your mind saying, okay, they got the message, and you're listening to yourself. It's if you don't listen to the engine light, the warning sign in your engine, what's going to happen to your engine? It's going to seize. It's going to start hiccuping. It's going to abandon you on the side of the road. What we don't want is for people to get physically ill during this time. We must stay our healthiest. And to be the healthiest is listening to your body and not just ignoring it and pushing it down. Breathing, acknowledging this sucks. This sucks. It does. But when you acknowledge it and you be the observer of this sucks, it changes everything. Good. Thank you. I'm glad. So some of the things we can do around really quick, and then I'm going to do a meditation for people and just take you all the way into a nice relaxation today, is understand that, you know, no one is in their comfort zone. The world, go ahead and mute yourself if you're not talking because there's some echo. No one is in their comfort zone right now. So when the world is outside their comfort zone, it's challenging, especially those in your home. Everybody is uncomfortable. Everybody's spinning around in their own chemistry. So it's really, I know Anita talked about that, it's really being patient with family members, with people in a grocery store, right? And there are some a-holes in the grocery store. I've had a conflict. And there are people driving like crazy on the highway. But I'm like, all right, everybody is just trying to do, oh, Marcy had a nice, cough there. She's been trained. I love it. It's really about being patient with yourself and others. And if you feel yourself reacting, you're giving them your chemistry. So it's really about breathing and knowing, okay, I don't have to react here. I don't have to pay attention. to X, Y, and Z. You know, again, if you're watching the news, so set boundaries with yourself, be patient. News, right? If news is a problem for you, moving your body, really, I know I've never seen so many people walking on the streets, and those poor dogs. I love the Facebook memes, like, we're like, please God, when are you going back to work? These dogs are exhausted. But it's okay. I love it. Moving, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be exerting. A lot of us are tired just based on the chemistry, or we're not sleeping. But if you walk and then you come back, the chemistry of that is overriding the negativity. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah. So moving the body is like miracle grow for your brain. If you're trying to problem solve and find solutions for financial stuff, or how am I going to move forward, a change in job, whatever you have to deal with right now, you are not, let me repeat this, you are not going to find the answers when you are in fight or flight. Your body shuts everything down that's not about survival. So if you're trying to problem solve or be creative or release some tension, you have to slow down the brain waves. And that's why you hear all over the place, meditate, meditate. I don't care if you meditate formally or not. Relax your tongue, your jaw, and breathe. That's meditation. You do that here, here, here. In the morning when you're waking up, let me get back to that point. You're going through a hypnotic state, an alpha brainwave reprogram, because if you don't, you're in an emotional Groundhog's Day. And by the time you get to the bathroom, you're inserting the same stuff from last week, from yesterday, and even from your whole life before. Because when we're quiet, I said this on Friday on my Facebook Live, if you've been painting red flags white your whole life about yourself or relationships, and now it's all going to come barreling back at you right now. So you may be feeling that right now, right? Because you've tried to push this stuff away. So the stuff that you've been carrying right now, when we're in this pause, is right here, and it's screaming at you, right? You don't have to find solutions, but you do have to be the observer of it and acknowledge it. And it might be the time to release it. I'm doing some great work with my clients right now. They're like, you know what? I'm just tired of it. And this is a great time. I'm just letting go of it. And it's awesome. The amount of healing that people are doing right now is I'm really honored to be a part of that, to be for sure. So pre-program for yourself in the morning. You do that in the morning before you wake up. You do the alpha sequence and you breathe through the day. Can you see how it's going to be easier for you to get through the day? Can you see how it's going to be easier for you to be nicer to yourself or to family and be able to find solutions for the things that are going on for you? I'm writing about worry. If you're in worry, you're living in the present, in the future. And you need to be right here, right now to find solutions. So move your body, take care of yourself, and pay attention to that felt sense. I have techniques all over the place on my YouTube channel, Rene, Brent Hypnosis. This is what I do with my private clients. I'm giving it away. Please go there if you want to learn some new techniques and take care of that. Focus on facts. Focus on facts. Let me just say that again. Focus on facts. Your facts. So if you're making up, I almost said a bad word. If you're making up stuff in your mind, ask yourself, is this true? Because a fact is truth. Is it true? And it's true. Ask yourself, is it absolutely true? Because by the way, there are no absolutes. So question your own thoughts and your own facts. If you're watching it on news, absolutely question the facts. Use your logic. But if you're telling yourself the worst case scenario, it's not a fact. Focus on the fact. Anything else? Anyone else? And I had some quotes that I sent Carol, and one of them was,
right. Yeah, got to think about it.
Change happens when you allow acceptance to walk through the door. Change happens when you allow acceptance to walk through the door. Accept that you feel crappy, accept that you're overing if you are, accept that your body aches, accept that you feel like you're losing everything financially. Don't suppress it, accept it, and learn how to go from there. And you can do that while going into neutral. Okay. Any other questions? If not, I'm going to go right into a meditation. I'm going to try to keep this at an hour, right?
Yeah. I do have 2 questions. Number one, hi, I know I'm not there, but I'm here.
You're here always in our
Hi,
hearts.
Karen.
Hi. Number one, will you record this and upload it so we can all have it?
It's recording.
Okay. And number two is, Renee, do you ever think, or would you think of doing this for the college age, whoever's now home and trying to deal with the quiet, the empty space, the what ifs, the oh my gods, what's next, that whole.
Yeah, I would be happy to. They can go, if you know someone, they can go to YouTube, Rene Brent Hypnosis, and it's on there, and they can watch it at their convenience. I'd be happy to do a session.
Okay.
I have a lot of college kids
Yeah.
I'm seeing right now
Okay.
that are home, and they have been pulled away. I'm seeing a lot of seniors right now who are in complete disappointment about the way their school ended. So I have some really smart clients that have kids home that are reaching out to me.
Okay.
I'm doing a 1 hour Strive to Thrive session for people to just work on this kind of thing if they want to do it privately. But yeah, if you want to set it up, Karen, I would be happy to do that for any college teen.
It's so important. I think these kids are just it's a complete unknown. It's completely unsettling. It's completely unnerving. And I'm sorry to take everyone's time, but I just want to.
No, it's important.
No, it is. I'm just writing a chapter. I'm going to release it for a pre on my book, which is called, thanks, Rona. It's called When the World Worries. And it's very interesting. We, generally speaking, have never really had a hardship like the Depression or some of our parents had or grandparents. So we're really learning, and we're learning what we don't know, and we're learning that we don't have coping skills, and we're learning that we rely too much on chemicals or distraction. This is a great opportunity just to be present, just to learn how to manage and get some tools in the toolbox. I personally love working with children and college age, because if they learn it now, they're shifting a lifetime of suppression and just being okay in their life. Go ahead, Carol.
No, I was going to say we are, work on setting it up, and we could advertise it again, through Federation and.
Renee, how do you do it if
it happen?
And I know Rona just texted this as well.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing it? Like if I call you or Rona calls you and says, hey, will you talk to my, fill in the blank? How do you?
I am mostly online. I'm doing Zoom private calls. If I know them and they've been isolating and I have isolating, I had some emergencies where a parent and a child were really struggling. I will allow them to come in.
It's not. I just think it's for good. Like Rona and these college age kids have no. Anyway, sorry guys.
We'll set something up.
Contact me. I think my contact information. Let me type it in. No, I'm going to do my regular number.
You private message me, so.
Yeah, I want to give my work number. Let me see, everyone. Okay, this is my contact information, my phone number to my office. And then if you call and ask a question,
cool.
My assistant will help you, or you can book ReneeBrentHypnosis.com. You can book a 15-minute free conversation with me, and I will be happy to help anyone.
Awesome.
So, all right. 497-5285. Excellent. Okay. Anything else before we go?
I was going to say, I thought what was interesting that I kind of observed or thought about as you were talking, I think a lot of the stress that people are also under is we're spending so much time with ourselves that we're not used to doing this, and there's almost no escaping ourselves, and we're finding things out about ourselves that we might never have realized or dealt with. And I think we need you to work through all that, because it's stressful.
It is stressful, and a great way to do that is just acknowledge the toddler. Acknowledge this sucks, I'm struggling, but not from fear, but from observer, and really just relaxing your tongue, your jaw. It's amazing. If you do that through the day, it's really going to help people problem solve and see where they want to go. Okay, excellent. Let's go on a little journey. Who's ready? Just relax. Let's do a quick little trust what comes up for you. I'm just going to relax you. I want you to go to a special place. Maybe it's a beach or a mountain, wherever it is, but just relax. And I want people to type in really quick some words that we want me to use. Is it confident? Is it belief? Is it healthy? Type me some words really quick that you want to feel when you come out of this, or you want me to express for you while we're in it. I think my phone number only went to Karen privately.
Yeah, no one saw it.
How do I do that? Let's see. If you could type in, Carol, the number, Rene Brent, hypnosis at, hold on. Peace, healthy, I love it. Motivated, safe. Oh, that's a good one. Who did safe? Thank you, Maha. Safe, motivated, clear. Guess where all those things live? Do they live in a stressed out mind? No. You will find them when you slightly slow down your brain waves. Rene Brent, 407.
Oh, I thought you were giving me an email.
Oh,
No?
You can. It's Rene Brent Hypnosis at iCloud.com.
There you go.
Also, you can find all my information there. Also, you could schedule at ReneBrentHypnosis.com. You can book a 15-minute call, and I'd be happy to talk with you, give you some other hints, all that kind of stuff. All right. Peace, healthy, safe, motivated, serene, relaxed, tranquil. Woo, who wants to go there? I'm in. Who's there? Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead. Mute. Hello. I hear a beautiful piano. Go ahead. That's okay. All right, we ready? I love it. Someone's playing music. By the way, music is a great way. If you don't want to go for a walk, just put on a song that you really like and just move your body for one song. It's really going to help. I know you're going to somewhere where you can relax. Good. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Let's breathe. Everybody breathe.
I'm trying to get to a plug.
I know. You're going to run out. No.
No, I just need to plug in my phone because my battery is almost dead.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a place. Sorry about that.
Good. That's okay. That's okay. Trust what comes up for you. If your mind is busy, just ask it to step aside so you can have these just 10 minutes to relax. It doesn't take long to get into this state. Don't judge it. Don't judge if your mind is busy. That's okay. If you do this again and again and again, everything will slow down, I promise you. And just enjoy the chemistry moving through. Excellent. Now, close your eyes. Let's take a breath in. Good. Let's be your own inner hypnotist. I want everyone to just relax your tongue, slow down those language centers. That's telling you, I can't do meditation. Yeah, you can. That's just the toddler. It's safe to relax here now. Relax your tongue, relax your jaw, and just take those breaths in, full breath in, long, slow exhale. Good, breathe in, long, slow exhale. Good, feel that chemistry just kind of moving through. Good. There's not a wrong or right way to do this, I promise you. It doesn't take much. We do it all day long, in and out. Exhale. You're sending a beautiful message to your body, to your nervous system, saying rest and digest. It's okay. All the way from your brain to your heart. I want you to breathe and just imagine that energy moving through your heart. Exhale. Eyes close. Now I want you to imagine that you're just looking up into a night sky and you see a beautiful moon. Maybe it's a crescent moon, maybe it's a full moon. As you're staring at that moon, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, think to yourself, relax now. Again, take another breath in, staring at that moon, exhale, and tell yourself, relax now. Speak into your deep inner mind, and it is listening. Noticing the details, maybe it's bigger, brighter, the moon. Permission just to be, breath in. Exhale and relax now. If your body wants to move, do your best to quiet your body. When your body quiets, the mind will quiet. Now, breathing normally, staring at that moon, I want you to just relax with every breath. And I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. And when I get to 1, you'll just like you go deeper within into that velvety darkness that we talked about. 5, fixating all your gaze. 4, staying in the moment. 3, your eyes just wanting to just close down and just go into this nothingness, this beautiful darkness. 2, take a breath in. And 1, exhale. Imagine that you just went even deeper, floating in that velvety darkness. Expand in that space, almost as though you're floating in the space above you, below. No time. Put all your attention on your eyelids. Make them so very heavy, so relaxed. They feel as if they just do not want to work. Imagine that for now, those eyelids are so heavy that you just can't be bothered with opening them. Now, if you'd like to go even deeper, you can pretend. Simply pretend if you try to open your eyes, you find they just do not want to work. And when you're convinced they're comfortably closed down, you can stop trying. Relax your eyelids. Send a wave of relaxation down through your whole body, relaxing from your head to your toes, skin to bones. Good. Now this is the beginning of relaxation, and we're going to deepen it so much more. So in just a moment, I'm going to have you open and then close your eyes. And when you do, that's going to be your signal to double your level of relaxation, go twice as deep. Eyes open very briefly, close them back down nice and heavy, and double your level of relaxation. Go twice as deep within. Just a moment, you'll be doing that again. Your eyes will open and then they'll close, and you'll find how easy it is for you to go twice as deep. Eyes open very briefly, close them back down. Nice and heavy, and double your level of relaxation. Go twice as deep within. If you move or you open your eyes, that's okay. It's a signal to go even deeper. Each movement, each thought, each breath will take you even deeper. Each sound that you hear will allow your mind to relax even more. Now, to help you relax even more, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. With each descending number that you hear, you become more and more relaxed. Now, you can count along or just listen to my words. But know, by the time we get to the number 1, you will be far more deeply relaxed. 10, going deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. 9, down, 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 letting go. If there's a part of your mind that's busy, just send it aside, put it in the chair next to you. As you hear 8, going deeper and deeper and deeper relaxed. 7 and 6, more relaxed, more relaxed, more relaxed. Only you can do this. I cannot do it for you. Trust, breathe, relax your tongue and jaw. 5, down, down. Permission to just let go. Nobody needs anything. Nobody wants anything. Permission just to take care of you right now. As you hear 3 and 2, deeper and deeper. And 1, relax, relax. And when your mind and body are beginning to slow down, you open up to such a beautiful world of imagination. You may think, you may see, or you may have the intention, but let's use that, because everything you experience is deeply embedded in your conscious and subconscious mind. Imagine or sense that you're sitting in the most beautiful space for you. Maybe it's the beach or the mountains, or near a beautiful stream or a lake. Trust where your mind takes you. And as you're just there in that beautiful space, I want you to notice the colors around you. Perhaps you can see color of the sky. Maybe there's wildflowers or the water. Notice the position of the sun if you're outside, and listen to the sounds. It may only be the rise and fall of your breath. You may hear birds or animals, of the waves coming in. Smell the air. Be there to see what you see, to feel what you feel, and to hear what you hear. As you're there, I want you to imagine, whether you're inside or outside, I want you to imagine that you can feel the warmth, energy, almost as though the sun's shining on your body. And this energy, this warm healing energy, is going to relax you one body part at a time. And I want you to allow it to soak into your forehead and your eyes and behind your eyes. And imagine this beautiful healing energy goes into the parts of your brain that are very active, that have been struggling in the last month. Just imagine it slows things down, quiets things down, soothes and comforts. As it goes into your jaw, relaxing your tongue, the roof of your mouth, down into your throat. And as it moves into your throat, opening up for your truth. The truth is that you are capable of moving through anything that's showing up for you right now. The truth is you've made it through every one of these days so far. Trusting yourself, trusting your capability, trust that your opinion and you are enough right now. Allow this energy to soak into your shoulders, relaxing any tension or stress down your arms and your elbows, your forearms, your hands and fingertips. Imagining opening up your fingertips and allow this energy to flow from the top of your head through your brain, down and out your fingers. And as it flows through, you don't have to control this. You're just going to release any patterns, beliefs, behaviors, anything you're struggling. Imagine that you could just let it go in that space that you find yourself in. You're also going to let go of any blocks that you may or may not be aware of. Blocks to going into neutral, to be in the observer. Just imagine it flows through and out your fingers. With every breath, with every sound, relaxing even more. Trust what's coming up for you. Go where you need to go. This is just a pencil sketch. Allow your mind and body to relax. Imagine that now as it's flowing, going down into your chest, every inhale and every exhale through your heart. Releasing anything that's in the way of you feeling peaceful, believing in yourself, feeling motivated or serene. Just imagine it flows through, in and out, bringing you balance so you can get to be the observer, so you can feel safe. Body and mind can calm down, thoughts can slow down. Allow this energy to move down your spine, your upper, middle, and lower back, every muscle and nerve and fiber, relaxing, releasing, letting go. Again, let this energy go to any part of your body that needs attention today. You don't have to control this, just allow as it flows with every breath to all your internal organs, quieting things down, releasing any tension, comforting, soothing. As this energy moves down your hips and your legs, your knees behind your knees, shins, calves, feet, and toes. And imagine you can open up your toes and allow this energy to flow from the top of your head, out your fingers, down through your entire body, and out your toes like a river of energy moving through and collecting and releasing you from anything that's holding you back, from feeling safe, from believing in your ability to handle whatever's coming up, to trusting yourself. Imagine it's flowing through or out. Even if you think it and imagine it in this relaxed state, your mind and body are listening. Now you can go to that seat of the observer, almost as though you're sitting on a bridge watching this flow through and out without being swept away by it. Anything that's blocking you from trusting, from feeling confident, secure. If there's anything you want to throw into this river and let go of, maybe it's doubt, maybe it's worry, just go ahead. Trust what comes up. You just imagine throwing it and watching it being swept away. And you can return to this anytime you choose. Imagine that transformed energy is coming back into your fingertips, closing off your fingertips, back into your fingers, closing off your fingers. And imagine it going right to your heart center with this understanding that you are the key to creating the life that you wish to live. You're the key to creating how you want to get through this challenge right now. You're the only one that can do it. Let that move through with this awareness that every day and every way you will take care of yourself, moving step by step, trusting yourself, trusting your ability. You've made it through every single day. There's so much evidence that you can, that you will, and you have managed challenges in your life, and you will move through this. Trust, move to that state of peace. Stay in the moment, going into neutral every day in every way, taking care of yourself. Self-care is not selfish. Set boundaries in your life, understanding that you are worthy and deserving of a life where you feel calm, where you can trust your reactions, where you can be in the driver's seat of your life. This gets better and better each and every day. Every time you return to this state, you're letting your deep inner mind know it's okay to let go of anything that's holding you back. Imagine now there's anything that you've been dragging for a long time. Imagine that you can just, right in this space, that you can just disconnect it, cut it with the scissors, and send it off and untether yourself from doubt, from old reactions, letting it go. Permission just to be. As I'm quiet for a moment, I want you to see how you want to feel when you move through this. See how you want to feel at the end of it. What you want to know about yourself, how you want to feel physically, emotionally. Go ahead, trust what comes up for you. Maybe it's just serene, tranquil. Maybe it's belief. You don't have to trust anybody else. All you have to do is trust yourself. And each day, you'll listen to your deep inner mind. And from that knowledge of who I want to be, you will plan accordingly. And each day it will get easier and easier. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 5 to bring you back to your regular waking consciousness. When you open your eyes at number 5, you'll know something's changing. You'll know that you're in cooperation with your deep inner mind, that you're no longer the passenger, you're in charge, helping you feel safe, secure, tranquil, and more at peace. 1, coming back more and more the sound of my voice. 2, clear-headed about your ability to make it through day by day or hour by hour, trusting yourself, acknowledging yourself, being the observer. 3, rested and refreshed. Remember this entire session. 4, beautiful energy moving through. And when you're ready on number 5, eyes open back here. Good. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? It's 5 after. It's been a little long. So if any of you have any questions or want to share your experience, you can text me. You can book a 15-minute call. I'll be happy to chat with you, help you move this. You can strive to thrive. You can move through it. You already are.
Thank you so much, Renee. That was amazing.
My pleasure.
Very appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.